Welcome to another episode of RadioHeads. And today what we gonna talk about, Jordan?
Man, we're gonna talk about motherfucking this Rick and Morty episode.
Lord have mercy. Fuck that Rick and Morty. We're gonna talk about women's rights.
Alright, we'll shelf that and we'll talk
Because
about women's rights.
Rick and Morty was disturbing as hell. She was like,
But I mean, it was, opener, so I guess that's how they opened it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't do that because you saw the first 5 minutes and thought this shit was finna go crazy.
It was pretty funny in the first 5 minutes.
He said, but then after them first 5 minutes,
It got cringeworthy.
yeah, low key,
More than usual.
low key, more than usual. That's the best way to, man. But yeah, in this episode, talking about women's rights today, first thing we'll talk about is Botched, the episode, the series, the TV show Botched. Dr. Terry Dubrow talks about the dangers of BBLs and what it could do in the long run, and I guess how the millennials and Gen Z generation made it more, common and social media
That is true. They
acceptable.
It really did.
But yeah, he has a little interview. It's like 50 seconds talking with Tim Z about basically the disadvantages of what it could do and how it can actually kill you, and how like fat isn't, where it's not supposed to be stored. Just little tips like that.
I'm not a doctor, but you're talking about lifting a butt. Why is that so dangerous? And also, the thing I was thinking is that the Brazilian butt lift has been around for a long time. Explain the danger here.
It's extraordinarily dangerous. It turns out it's the most dangerous, not only plastic surgery procedure, it's the most dangerous operation there is with the highest fatality rate. And I'll tell you why. You take fat from one part of your body, typically the abdomen, you process it, and you inject it in the buttock. Sounds easy, right? The problem is there's these very small little veins in the buttock that lead directly to the vena cava, which is the major blood vessel that brings blood back from your body to your heart, to your lungs. If you get fat in those little vessels and it gets in the main vena cava, it goes to your lungs, it's over. It's the most fatal operation there is, and I would advise there are other ways to get a full buttock besides that.
If it's the deadliest operation, period, are they giving warnings when they do this to people? I mean, are people adequately being informed about the dangers here?
Not in my opinion. Now, last year, before the pandemic, an international task force was gathered to warn all of Europe that this is such a dangerous operation. And in this country, the American Society of Plastic Surgeons started to talk about it. They sent out a few articles about it, and then everybody pretty much ignored it. But listen, it's super dangerous. You can do it in the gym. There are safe fillers to do it. I recommend people back away from Brazilian butt lifts.
I want to see a real reaction of Rick and Morty in real time. Y'all just missed it, but it was funny as hell. Like, I'm telling you, like, that shit was funny as fuck. Like, without spoiling it, in case you haven't seen it already, Morty is a fucking idiot, man. But he comes through when you need him.
No, real shit.
And that's what more can you ask for except excellence and perfection? But hey, what's the second best? Get it done at least.
Yeah. Perseverance.
That shit terrible. That shit
Perseverance.
Terrible. I didn't even realize how terrible it was. Like, that's so pathetic. Get it done at least. Like, that's really what it is.
I'm trying to hype it up like perseverance.
Yeah, that's just like
determination.
I'm trying to make it sound better than it is. It's really just your ass, but you're not as ass as you could be.
I feel like there's a certain dependable. Like,
Yeah, you're dependable enough to not die from what you do. Like,
yeah. You got us there. You got us back.
you got us there and you got us back. You know?
Not the One Piece part, I don't know.
But hey, One Piece, that's actually adding something. That's like, hold on. This guy can get you back in one piece. That's like a premium package. You know what I'm saying? If you was taking insurance claims. But yeah, Morty's hilarious. Started off funny from the get-go. I would have liked to be Jay-Z's homie back in the day, bro. In Dame Dash days, when Dame Dash was the tightest with Jay-Z. And really, even before then. Really, I'm talking about before then. Like, I'm talking about when Jay-Z was in the streets, but he was still cool. Like, he wasn't overly grimy. He was working his way to the top and providing his shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he was still had grime to him though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I would have understood his grime. Like, you know.
But you would have probably been as grimy to be with in one of his friends type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Grime adjacent. Like, I'm comfortable around the griminess.
Okay, all right.
It's not necessarily.
But that means you a scum then. You a scummy ass. Like, you from New York probably.
I'm a bottom feeder of the world, yes.
Yeah, you probably.
You know what I'm saying?
No shout to New York, nigga.
I'm not the nigga snake and shit. I'm more like a raccoon than a snake. You know what I'm saying?
Raccoon though?
Bro, raccoon, bro. If I see the snake, I might kill it. Raccoon.
That's fair.
That's what it is.
But yeah, you probably would have soaked up the young Jay-Z game if he was his homie.
I would have been cool with Jay-Z, bro. Because I would have known where I stood with the nigga, and I would have just kept my position and kept doing me. And I see a lot of times you'll see somebody that's got powerful characteristics, and you'll naturally like build some type of false competition with them.
Yeah.
When really the only competition you got is yourself. Like, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what the other person does.
So I hear you on
like,
that end.
You have to be in the experience.
I hear you on that end, but there's always, I remember an instance in high school where we had like one of the fastest track niggas. I'm talking about like locally timed, like breaking records type shit. But there was another nigga that came from was in the same school district but went to high school somewhere else type shit. Like, knew the nigga in middle school, knew the nigga in grade school, but like went to a better, high school, still in the district, but like way like white part of the town, whatever the fuck. So like when it came to that, okay, we facing each other, who's the fastest? It was a lot of, it wasn't no, rap Jay-Z battle, who's the best rapper, but it was the hype of like, who's better? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that? And like one nigga was like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like it was so much talk, it was so much hype. And both of them niggas was friends. Like that was the other thing too. Like they lived in the same neighborhood, friends as fuck. But like when it came to that, it was just straight like nigga, fuck you. Healthy competition. But like even in that competition, there was a lot of shit. Like it was just like it wasn't friendly, but it was friendly.
And
if that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you should compete with yourself. Compete with your last self. Like the last self that
but I'm saying as far as like how people place you and how you are placed, regardless if you having that.
No, I'm saying if you got that, nobody can place you nowhere. You placing yourself in the position that's available based on the other person's placement. It ain't you are dictated upon the placement. I'll put it like this: if I go to a job, let me give you an example. If I go to a job and I tell them I won't work one job, and they hire me and say, you working this, I gotta work that. You don't want to be in that position. That person shouldn't be the boss of your life, no matter how lit they are. So if you with a Jay-Z, just because Jay-Z is Jay-Z, you gotta be in your own right, confident in your own self and saying, I'm me, and I need to be my excellent. You know what I'm saying? When Pharrell in the room with Jay-Z, I know he don't feel inferior. Instead, he feel like
half an acid.
It's like let me pay homage. Let me pay homage. See, he has an ability to put you to consider you above him, but not literally think that you're above him. So
I feel like that's how he just like artistry though. I feel like that's just like
Pharrell mastered it though, bro. Why you think he's such a better artist than a lot of people? Even though he started, Pharrell literally made the type of music he wanted to make.
Yeah.
He did the type of shit he wanted to do in the music industry and still worked with who he wanted to. Like he's a pioneer of DIY shit and doing the different shit. Like,
and I could get the industry
nigga,
bag.
matter of fact,
I could get the pop bag if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I could be happy, like happy song.
Anything you want,
little pop.
and I can rock it though. I can rock it. I can wear supersized hats.
Smokey the Bear
What I was
hat.
gonna say is Odd Future, the group Odd Future and all them boys and Wolfgang Puck or whatever. Them boys would have never been coming to existence if it wasn't for the people like For real,
yo.
For real, really.
I can see the correlation.
He opened the window, the door for it. Somebody say, man, I'm going to do it all. But I'm going to do it all real smooth. You won't even notice I'm hitting you with it. And then bam, I got a whole designer clothing line. Bam, I got a whole TV show.
Bam, I got a partnership.
Bam, I got a partnership with this shit. Bam, I'm dropping beats and shit. What's
good
wrong
collabs.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Bam, I got my own bikes, nigga. Like, what the fuck you mean? Odd Future bikes, nigga.
I'm on a Bape shirt.
Like what?
I got my own Bape.
My shit is more expensive than Bape if you can find some shit that you ain't never had. What the fuck you mean?
Man, no
I'm
cap.
designer, nigga. Like what the fuck?
No cap.
That's crazy.
No, he do got a whole blend. It's called like Human Made. That's like OD expensive as fuck.
Come on, man. Come
OD
on, man.
expensive.
Come on.
I remember my roommate was like, "Dog, Human Made is this and Human Made is Pharrell's brand." It's like he's the actual brand. I'm like, damn, I ain't know the nigga. Then when I went to like the website, it did a little different shit. I'm talking about dropping prices, goddamn it. I'm like, oh no.
But I bet that material futuristic as fuck.
Oh no, the material was straight, but
I bet the material
it was cool. But it looked like everything else. It looked like all the high end other street brands, like from the just looking at it online.
Because you got to realize that there is a market ceiling, a market glass ceiling on textiles and all big major products. There's always a glass ceiling, so you're not even if you have stupid money. There's certain shit they won't sell you because they don't want you to be able to have it because they want it to be exclusive to them so that they can control that type. So whenever you're dealing with a market like that, niggas are silently making monopolies. Yeah, and all you doing is getting what you can and trying to leverage it to a higher degree so you can get something out of it and hopefully break past where the ceiling they got you on.
Yeah.
That's what Kanye West literally did, but documented it and talked about it.
Yeah.
We got it, man.
His whole problem.
I gotta give it to Kanye. Like, ain't many niggas doing that, bro. Honestly, like, who's doing that, bro?
Yeah.
Who's
But
doing
in
that?
the way
That
he
is
did
really
it, though.
the way he did it was provocative, outrageous even, but it did work. And as far as getting the point, like, there's a better way for him to do it, probably, but I definitely understood.
But I feel like the way he did it actually got it out because publicly speaking about everything will naturally turn a light on, especially with Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's where it lost to me with Kanye because it's like he's fighting for diversity in the fucking fashion.
Oh yeah, I didn't say he was perfectly.
No, I'm just saying like that's a good fight to fight, like regardless, because the fashion industry is fucking ran by like European, like, you know, whatever the fuck.
It's a good fight to fight.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but there's a certain way you're supposed. Like, I put it like this: it's a good fight to fight, but some things you're making just your fight.
yes and no. See, now I thought the same thing too.
Even if you're
listen. I thought the same thing too until
even if
ASAP
your
Rocky.
life-
Until ASAP Rocky, I
listen,
thought the same thing until
listen.
ASAP Rocky.
Even if your life pans out to be iconic and influential in a way that you can represent a new change that came forth. You yourself, that doesn't like that's not because of you. Like, it's not because of the way he did it. It's because when he did it.
The way he did it got him to where he's at. I'm telling you, ASAP Rocky was literally another artist trying to be on the same wave as Kanye. I don't know if it was
But
on the
the way
same
he
time.
did it was totally different.
I understand that, but it was a fly-by-night thing. It happened and it didn't happen.
Different.
Like, it happened and it didn't happen is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? So, in that sense, it happened, and just like that, it didn't happen. In Kanye's, it happened.
No. I'm paying homage to Kanye for not only making us aware of it, like bringing awareness to the situation, but also for reaching the level that he did, so that he served as an example that it could be done. So now it'll open it up in people's minds. Yeah. But I think unless goddamn he's opening up for other designers just come in and all this shit. Listen, this shit is not about people in our culture as much as his desire to be the one that did it.
No, because even in that,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even in that, I feel like he felt, because him and Virgil too, like one of the good friend, creator, got his own shit with the Off-White, but I think he's like a president or head director designer at Louis Vuitton or some shit like that. And I think him and Kanye had like a tip for some shit, but they cool, but they wasn't cool for one point. Just on some like, you know, you should be with me or like fuck with me and my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the movement. You know, I'm Kanye. Be with Kanye, and this nigga like, yo, my bag is crazy than a motherfucker right now. And like, what? Nigga, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with you for putting me on, but it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those.
Man.
But I feel like, yeah, even Virgil paid respects to Kanye. I feel like they cool now type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he wanted to go.
I don't give a fuck about no
Virgil.
Virgil.
Yeah, I
don't give a fuck about no Virgil Abloh.
Don't you got his shoes though? Like, what you talking about?
His shoes.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. This Dior, not Off-White. Whatever. I mean, they got collabs with Nike, so I thought you had.
I don't give a fuck about his collab. Have you ever seen that nigga wear the sneakers?
Yes.
Before the collab. No.
But they didn't really have sneakers.
Damn, did you see how that man got quiet? But he tried to segue.
Yes, though.
He tried to segue past my point and tried to act like my point was valid.
No, because you wanted to add the extra on to the point. Like, you said if you ever wore shoes, yes.
If you had just gave credit to the point, I wouldn't have added none. But you wanted to discredit it, so I had to let the people know.
I have seen pictures.
That nigga didn't wear. He is not a shoes wearing ass nigga. This nigga would wear sandals or no shoes at all if he could. That's the type of nigga this nigga is. And this nigga knows this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear this shit. Why the fuck would you give this nigga a shoe collab when he barely wears shoes, man? Shut the fuck up, man. Shit don't make no goddamn sense, man. Shit ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This world is just crazy, man. That's what I say. This world is crazy.
He be in the Jesus sandals.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga got Jesus sandals on. Y'all talking about some goddamn designer shoes. Like, what?
Yeah, no, I definitely thought I forgot Dior is not the Off-Whites. You know what I'm saying? But them just shirts cost just as much, though, type shit.
I don't have the Dior's. We're not going to say that on camera. I do not know what you're talking about. I do not have them Air Dior Jordan shoes. I don't have.
They fake. I mean, they not real. I mean, they don't exist. All of the above. With your,
the hate is at an all-time high.
Low key.
They mad that you got the rarest shoe in the world. They mad when you shining. They don't like to see the diamonds.
He said, congratulate you in private, but hate on you in public.
Hate on you in public. They smile in your face. All the time will take your place. The backstab. Backstabbers.
That shit crazy. It's funny, yeah.